Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Washington State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Crosses to 40. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Carney. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Give to the back. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick handoff. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Carney. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The RPO, it's complete. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give on the counter. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Makes the grab. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Carney. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A completion, but not quite enough for the 1st down. 3rd down coming for this offense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And
the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kick is in the air. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Washington State has it all working right now. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Washington State has it in the red zone. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They've controlled the football on this drive. The 8th play will be a 3rd and 3. Using his feet to buy time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Cougars! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Reads it, fires complete. They're trying to put anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Knox. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. These corners going to give them some space. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of turning it on. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the foot.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Carney. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Takes the easy completion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Now facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Leaves it with the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Washington State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Carney. He's got the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Might be looking to run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Swings it out to his running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to fire. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Carney. He's got him. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big play.
There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it behind the line. It's Bitonio. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. Washington State will have to boot it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And now the offense will come onto the field again. From the gun to give, looking for room. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. The kick is on its way. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Unloads quickly. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And the Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Out of the gun to give to the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To throw, it's Carney. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Carney. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Looking to scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And they spike it to stop the clock. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. Offense set on first down. Got to find a completion on this one. Working that left side. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Not exactly a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't overcome the offensive struggles and come up short.
And that's a bad feeling when you're the offense, because you see your defense time and time again getting stops, giving you the football back and giving you an opportunity. The offense, they just couldn't pull their own weight.
I hear you. It's a bad feeling for the offense, but it really sucks for us as defense because we got to keep going back on the field time and time again with no offensive support. A lot of times the frustration will lead on the sidelines. You'll see people getting angry, but the offense has got to do a better job.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.